In a world where the power and strength of pets dictate everything, the body of Su Ping, a young man, is taken over by a transmigrator. This new inhabitant inherits a pet store left behind by Su Ping and soon discovers a remarkable system that will change his fate. With the super pet system at his disposal, Su embarks on an extraordinary journey to transform adorable pets into formidable beasts. Su Ping, an 18-year-old who has been thrust into this new world, faces an imminent threat from terrifying monsters. Even in the face of danger, Su remains determined and fearlessly charges at the creatures surrounding him. A few days earlier, a young man awakens from a strange dream to find himself in a world that mirrors Earth, yet is far more advanced. Here, pets are an integral part of society, serving various roles and supported by cutting-edge technology. Among them, war pets stand out as the most crucial, with their tamers wielding significant influence. In this world, the strength of war pets dictates the power of nations. Instead of nuclear weapons, countries rely on these pets, a surprisingly cute yet powerful alternative. To gain prominence in this new world, Su Ping vows to grow stronger. However, he first needs to understand the life of the body's previous owner. He learns that Su Ping's sister is a renowned war tamer, but their relationship is strained. As Su heads to the pet store, he hopes to find a semblance of competence in the former owner. To his dismay, he discovers the store in a deplorable state, filled with pet waste and neglect. At the store, Su encounters an irate customer, a war tamer who entrusted his pet to the store for 3 days only to receive it in poor condition. Enraged, the customer threatens to destroy the shop with his powerful black beast pet. Just as chaos seems inevitable, time freezes, and an interface appears before Su. It offers him a binding contract with the pet store and its newly activated super pet system. With the system's protection making him immune to damage, Su fearlessly approaches the beast, forcing its mouth shut before it can unleash its attack. This unexpected show of strength drives the customer and his war pet away. The interface then informs Su that the crisis has been resolved, rewarding him with a store refresh. Activating this feature transforms the store into a pristine, state-of-the-art facility, a miraculous improvement. Intrigued by the pet care aspect of the store, Su enters the pet beast foster area, ranked at level 1. Here, pets can cultivate and heal without the need for food, water, or excretion, much to Su's relief. While exploring, he triggers a main mission, to nurture either a chasing moonhound or a lightning rat to rank 3 or higher. Opting for the lightning rat, Su and the pet are transported to the lightning cloud sea world, its designated nurture land. Upon arrival, they are immediately confronted by a colossal 10,000-meter-tall beast, the lightning abyss Thunder King Kong. Unable to evade its attack, Su is struck down and dies. However, he soon finds himself in a revival space, awaiting resurrection. The system warns that failing to complete his mission in time will result in a lower rating, and if it falls below 60, Su will face permanent death. Frustrated by his lack of control over his rating, Su follows the system's advice and forms a temporary contract with the lightning rat, hoping to survive and thrive in this challenging new world. After being revived, Su and his lightning rat come across a formidable opponent, a young sandworm. Determined to train his pet, Su commands the lightning rat to charge at the beast. The rat bravely obeys, learning a new skill, charge, even though it perishes in the attempt due to a head injury. Fortunately, the lightning rat benefits from unlimited revives, so its repeated deaths are not a concern. With each revival, the lightning rat grows stronger as it repeatedly confronts the sandworm. Over time, it absorbs lightning from the surrounding environment and acquires a new ability, lightning charge. Empowered by this skill, the rat finally defeats the sandworm, proving itself to be a formidable little fighter. Just as they think they've won, the ground trembles and erupts, revealing a swarm of massive adult sandworms. Faced with such overwhelming odds, Su initially resigns himself to death, expecting to revive again. However, the lightning rat, acting on its own volition and out of stamina, uses lightning charge to shield Su. Inspired by his pet's courage, Su decides to stand and fight alongside the lightning rat, ready to face the beasts surrounding them. After dying once more, Su revives in a random location, feeling the exhaustion and mental strain that comes with each revival. The effects of dying and coming back to life are starting to take their toll on him, preventing him from relying on revives indefinitely. In this moment of fatigue, a 10-meter-tall creature known as the rock cockroach appears before Su and his lightning rat. Despite their weariness, the rat manages to defeat the beast. Time passes, and Su and his pet find themselves lying on the ground, bruised and completely drained. They've finally completed their mission. In the process, Su has used 69 revives, while the lightning rat has been revived a staggering 847 times, with a combined kill count of 472 beasts. Although their kill-death ratio may not seem impressive, the experience was invaluable. Through these battles, the lightning rat has mastered 2 elite skills, lightning afterimage and lightning flash, both among the top 10 secret lightning arts. These exceptional grade abilities have long been forgotten, making their acquisition a remarkable achievement. Proud of their accomplishments, Su has also learned the analysis technique. As his temporary contract with the lightning rat comes to an end, Su heads back to the pet store, feeling a twinge of sadness as he parts ways with the loyal creature. Meanwhile, the Star Pet Tournament is nearing the end of its preliminary rounds. Among the favorites to win are Yihao, Jiang Zuhan, and Jiang Shou. War tamer Su Yanning has faced both Yihao and Jiang Zuhan in her earlier matches, resulting in defeats and injuries to her pets. Unfortunately, her luck hasn't turned, as she is scheduled to face Jiang Shou, the last of the 3, in her final preliminary match. Determined to give it her all, she heads to the Shou Tao Chi pet store to retrieve her lightning rat, unaware of the upgrades it has just received. At the store, Yen encounters Su, who returns her improved lightning rat. Afterward, Su unlocks a new mission, to nurture his own pet. The system informs him that he can become a war tamer by purchasing an awakening potion, but he lacks the necessary energy to afford it. With the energy conversion rate being 100 yuan to 1 energy point, Su is frustrated to discover that his previous job, which resulted in his death 69 times, only earned him 108 yuan. Talk about being underpaid. At the Star Pet Tournament, Yanning is losing her final match 0-1 against Jiang Shou. Her hopes of securing a spot on the War Pioneers team are fading. With only her lightning rat left to fight, she considers quitting as the crowd cheers for her opponent. Just as Yanning is about to surrender, the lightning rat steps onto the battlefield. Confident in victory, Jiang Shou orders his demon dragon hound to incinerate the lightning rat. The rat begins to charge its attack, but Yen instructs it to dodge using lightning charge, nearly costing it the match. It's no wonder she lost her previous matches so badly. Realizing her mistake, she decides to let the lightning rat fight with its full potential, commanding it to attack and dodge without specifying moves. Unleashing the rank 7 skill Thunder Slash, the rank 1 lightning rat takes down the demon hound with a single strike, tying the score at 1-1. Determined not to underestimate his opponent again, Jiang Shou summons a rank 4 earth-type pet, the golem rhino beast. As the battle begins, he uses his war tamer skills to buff his pet, raising its strength to approximately rank 5. The war pioneers observe as the lightning rat refuses to back down. Before Yen can enhance her pet, it charges at the golem, splitting into 2 to dodge its attack with the rank 7 skill, Lightning Afterimage. Impressed by the rat's skill, the war pioneers consider recruiting Yanning even before the match concludes. The lightning rat, ignoring the golem, rushes directly at Jiang Shou, targeting him to end the battle. As the judges declare the winners, the audience chants, Rat King Su Yanning. Yen reflects on the pet store expert who helped unlock her pet skills. Meanwhile, Su Ping contemplates how to earn enough money for the awakening potion. He decides to sell food that he will collect himself, vowing to become a war tamer within 3 days. Surely, 3 days will be enough, right? The quality of the food depends on the level of the nurture lands it is gathered from, which are divided into novice, intermediate, advanced, and peak ranks. To enter the various nurture lands, Su needs to accumulate energy points, 1 for novice, 10 for intermediate, 100 for advanced, and 1000 for peak ranks. Since he's short on energy, Su can only access the novice level. Following the system's recommendation, he ventures into the Outer Territory Meteorite 1002 area, equipped with a limited inventory, a 1-day time limit, and 30 revives at his disposal. Su exhausts all his revives in his quest to collect the rarest items available in the area, managing to secure a few valuable finds before he has to leave the nurture land. Despite facing death nearly 40 times during this endeavor, he perseveres, showing commendable determination in his pursuit. Meanwhile, Fang Yujing, a member of the Black Wolf War team, is feeding their family pet, Shouhu, the most expensive pet food available. Unfortunately, his lack of experience nearly causes harm to the bird, much to the dismay of his sister and grandfather. Just then, Fang's grandmother arrives with a rock vermilion fruit, which heals Shouhu and restores its appetite. Curious about the fruit's price and effectiveness, Fang decides to visit the source of the fruit, the Shou Tao Chi pet store. Upon arriving at the store, Fang angrily accuses Su Ping of tampering with the pet food and brands the store as fraudulent. Su Ping, enraged by the accusations, demands proof of these claims. When Fang responds with aggression, Su is forced to defend himself. This confrontation triggers a temporary mission for Su, requiring him to prove the store's and the food's integrity and to protect its reputation. As the commotion draws a crowd, many people start shouting at Su to close the store. He manages to quiet them and requests a low-rank water pet to demonstrate the quality of his store's products. Fang's sister provides her rank 1 pet, which Su Ping feeds a blue essence fruit. This upgrade boosts the pet to rank 2, astonishing the onlookers. Apologizing for their earlier accusations, Fang and his sister agree to compensate Su for the food used in the demonstration. The successful showcase changes the public's perception of the store, leading to a rush of customers buying the food. This surge in sales nets Su 31,560 yuan, which translates to 315 energy points, completing the Richie Rich Hours mission. With this newfound wealth, Su is finally able to purchase the Awakening Potion and officially become a war tamer. With 100 additional energy points, Su upgrades his Chaos Pure Breed Spirit Bond to rank 2, increasing his chances of acquiring a high-rank star pet. Eager to test his luck, he presses the breed button on his interface. To his dismay, the Chaos Pawn results in a small skeleton, the lowest rank among demon attribute pets. Feeling scammed, Su is left frustrated by the outcome. With the completion of his mission, Su Ping unlocks the novice rank War Tamer skill, Killing Intention. This skill allows a War Tamer's pet to enter a berserk state, enabling it to deliver devastating attacks. Following this, Su receives a new mission to advance a pet to the high intermediate rank. Although the lightning rat is quite powerful, it remains at the low intermediate rank, making Su anticipate a tough challenge. Soon after, Yening returns to the store with a friend. When she sees her lightning rat bowing reverently before the Su, despite its previous battles with nearly rank 5 creatures, she mistakenly believes Su is of rank 6. In reality, Su is only rank 1. To demonstrate her sincerity to the seemingly formidable store owner, Yen attempts to transfer 100,000 yuan to Su. However, the system automatically rejects the transaction, leading Yen to believe Su is a noble individual, when in fact, he is just eager to make some money. Yen then asks Su to care for her lightning rat for an additional 3 days and to tend to her other pets in the foster care, which requires Su to upgrade the store. The total bill amounts to 31,600 yuan, bringing the Su's total energy points to 291. Su is pleased as this unlocks a mission to boost Yan's pet's combat level by at least double, allowing him to accomplish 2 missions simultaneously, a win-win situation. Using the reward from his previous achievements, Su ventures into the peak Chaos Death Spirit world to level up his baby skeleton. The environment is filled with a ghastly stench of blood and decay. Suddenly, an enormous rank 7 skeleton shatters Su's pet skeleton. Su, accompanied by the lightning rat, engages the massive skeleton in battle. The lightning rat repeatedly strikes at the same spot, while Su's other pets, frightened by the monster's relentless attacks, become increasingly terrified. To overcome their fear, Su activates the Killing Intention skill, granting his pets a berserker buff. Despite the relentless attacks and Su's own escalating injuries, he remains undeterred, embodying a fierce determination. The skeleton monster, unbalanced by the repeated strikes, continues to use its limb skill in a chaotic manner. After an unrelenting assault, Su's pets and he manage to finally defeat the monstrous skeleton. The grueling battle leaves them battered, but the victory is sweet, marking another milestone in their journey. As the lightning rat gains multiple instances of lightning afterimage and accumulates experience, the baby skeleton, being of the demon class, utilizes a unique devour skill. This ability allows it to absorb the essence of defeated monsters, advancing to novice rank 1 through this process. Suddenly, a mysterious female figure appears. She exhibits both human and skeletal traits and is so formidable that Su is unable to analyze her stats. Believing she might be a significant adversary with potentially substantial rewards for her defeat, Su charges at her. In an instant, the humanoid skeleton extracts Su's soul. Despite his numerous attempts to communicate with her using his unlimited revives, she continues to consume him, effectively wasting his free attempts. Frustrated, Su decides to explore other areas. Upon respawning, Su finds himself in the presence of the enigmatic skeleton once again. This time, she is visibly agitated. He soon realizes that he has materialized directly on the head of the Skeleton King, who is alarmed by Su's ability to approach undetected. Acknowledging the threat he poses, Su seizes the opportunity to manipulate the situation. He claims to be a clone of the world's strongest human, sent to eradicate them if they prove to be a significant threat. The loyal skeleton knight rushes to defend the king but is instantly struck down by the king himself. Su mocks the king for eliminating his own subordinate, which angers the king further. The king, taking the bait, releases Su from his restraints and kills him. He declares that any form of protection is an insult to his supreme strength, questioning the need for underlings if he is truly invincible. Suddenly, Su reappears before the king, undeterred. The surrounding skeletons are stunned by this apparent time reversal. The king attempts to eliminate Su repeatedly using the gem on his ring, but each attempt fails. Inquisitive about Su's mysterious defiance of death, the king demands an explanation. Su seizes the moment, activating his capability to steal the king's gem. He uses the random revive function to escape. The skeleton king is left in disbelief, realizing that someone with control over both space and time manipulation has emerged. Having narrowly escaped his perilous situation, Su quickly brings out his baby skeleton companion. Without hesitation, he offers the stolen gem for the creature to consume. Su's strategic mind never fails to amaze. The gem's power courses through the baby skeleton, boosting its abilities. Having vanquished countless skeletal foes, both the baby skeleton and the lightning rat have achieved rank 6 combat capability. However, Su faces a dire time crunch, with only 14 minutes remaining to complete his mission. Suddenly, a horrifying twist occurs. One of the monsters Su presumed dead suddenly rises, its body regenerating and spawning countless limbs. These limbs wrap around Su and his pets, effectively restraining them and deflecting any attack that approaches. With only 3 minutes left, Su is unable to ascertain the monster's level or capabilities. In a desperate move, he commands his lightning rat to envelop itself in a crackling layer of electricity, unlocking the lightning coat ability that deals double damage against demons. Caught off guard, the monster falters, allowing the baby skeleton to break free. It swiftly delivers a decisive blow with a sword technique it learned by absorbing part of the king's gem. The mission is complete just in time, and Su is finally able to claim his rewards. Upon returning, Su observes that the lightning rat has mysteriously unlocked undead skills, while the baby skeleton now possesses the king's talent. Both pets have advanced to high intermediate rank and quality. Su then retrieves the Chaos Pure Star power map from his quest rewards, unveiling a lost ancient cultivation method. Utilizing this newfound cultivation method, Su enters the astral universe, commencing the absorption of astral energy from the stars. After consuming 3 primary essence pills, he swiftly ascends to the first stage of the Chaos Star map, known as the Astral Swirl Realm. With astral power coursing through him, Su unlocks his profile panel, though he cannot yet see his overall score. However, he notes with satisfaction that his power is now level 3, matching that of his sister. Later, Su shares a meal with his foster mother before retreating to his room. On his way, he notices his sister engaged in effortless cultivation. Inspired, he attempts to mimic her, accidentally unlocking the spinning technique. This method involves drawing in astral power in a chaotic manner before swirling it both clockwise and counterclockwise. Su quickly masters this efficient cultivation technique, continually enhancing his abilities. Meanwhile, his sister is puzzled by the intense aura emanating from Su's room, mistakenly assuming that a powerful cultivator must be nearby. While Su is engrossed in cultivation, Yen arrives to reclaim her pets. However, she finds them reluctant to leave Su's side, much to her astonishment. Typically, astral pets do not form attachments to their owners, even under bonding contracts. It seems Su has a natural charm that transcends ordinary connections. After purchasing some food for her pets from Su Ping's shop, where she received exceptional service, Yen decides to test her lightning rat by challenging her friend Lily's strongest pet to a practice duel. Lily confidently summons her hybrid rock-type humanoid astral pet, Earth Monk. With a power level of 5 and a natural advantage against lightning types, Earth Monk seems like a formidable opponent. Yen, however, is hopeful that her lightning rat has grown strong enough to hold its own and avoid a swift defeat. Earth monks are renowned for their strategic insight and ability to outmaneuver opponents in battle. But, Lightning Rat, using its newly upgraded Lightning Afterimage technique, manages to outsmart the Earth Monk, appearing ferocious and unpredictable. Intimidated by the rat's unexpected display of power, the level 5 Earth Monk panics and traps itself and Lily inside an Earth Dome, attempting to shield them from the Lightning Rat's onslaught. Yen can't help but smirk at the sight. Who would have thought her little rat could strike such fear into a beast like Earth Monk? Feeling proud, Yen revels in the growth of her pet. Soon after, the advanced matches at Fengshan Academy commence, marking the start of Yen Yong's second year. Her first opponent is none other than Clairvoyant Li Ji, a tamer who ranked in the top 10 the previous year. In this battle, each tamer is allowed 3 pets. As the fight begins, Li Ji summons an intermediate rank water stealth beast. To counter it, Yen confidently brings out her high-rank phoenix. However, to everyone's astonishment, Li Ji immediately surrenders the round. He reveals that the water stealth beast was merely a bait to lure out her most powerful creature, her phoenix. With a smirk, Li Ji then summons his earth spider beast, declaring that Yan's loss is inevitable. But Yen remains unfazed. She commands her phoenix to launch a direct attack on Li Ji, momentarily silencing him. Enraged, Li Ji orders his spider beast to unleash its full power. The earth spider constructs an impenetrable shield, blocking all of the phoenix's assaults. Then, in a swift move, it activates its earth prison technique, trapping both Yen and her phoenix within an ever-tightening web of earth. As the walls close in, Yen feels the pressure mounting. The situation seems dire, and defeat looms overhead. Suddenly, the phoenix charges up a powerful attack, shattering the earth prison that had trapped it. The spectators gasp in disbelief as the rank 3 phoenix unleashes a legendary polar ray. This rank 8 skill strikes the spider beast with such force that it is incapacitated in a single blow. The phoenix's display of strength doesn't just end there, it ranks up right before everyone's eyes, earning Yanning the admiration of the crowd. The audience begins to murmur in awe, labeling her a genius for nurturing her pets so exceptionally. Clearly, Yen is living up to that title. Li Ji, on the other hand, is seething with rage over his defeat. Desperate, he summons a ferocious level 5 four-winged wind demon beast. However, this beast wasn't nurtured by him, it was acquired through some dubious means, and Li Ji's level is too low to control it. Overwhelmed by the beast's power, Li Ji collapses under the pressure. The lesson is clear: never bite off more than you can chew. Out of control, the wind demon beast delivers a devastating blow, defeating Yan's phoenix in a single strike. The referees rush in to stop the fight, but the wind demon beast is too fast for even their wind god bird to handle, continuing its rampage across the arena. In a stunning turn of events, Lightning Rat steps in to protect its trainer, intercepting the demon beast's attacks. The little rat then summons an undead skeleton swordsman as its guard, leaving the spectators stunned. How could a lightning-type pet use a demon-type skill? With lightning speed, Lightning Rat charges at the rampaging wind demon beast, and the two clash in a ferocious battle that shakes the entire battlefield. When the dust settles, it's revealed that Lightning Rat has inflicted severe wounds on the out-of-control wind demon beast. The referees, noticing Lightning Rat's intense killing intent, fear that it too has lost control. Even Yanning is momentarily shocked, worried that her beloved pet has gone rogue. As the referee and his wind god bird attempt to intervene, Lightning Rat unleashes a rank 8 thundershock, stopping the bird in its tracks. This enrages the wind god bird, which begins to whip up a hurricane, making it difficult for the referee to keep it under control. Just as chaos threatens to consume the arena, Yanning snaps out of her shock and quickly calls back her Lightning Rat. She then scoops it up, hugging the little creature for being such a strong and loyal companion. The wind god bird, sensing that the situation is under control, ceases its storm. The referee, realizing his error, breathes a sigh of relief. That could have ended very badly. With the crisis averted, Yanning is officially declared the victor, leaving everyone who witnessed the battle deeply impressed by her skill and composure. Meanwhile, Su Ping watches videos of other nurturers and understands why Yanning was so shocked during the battle. Realizing how challenging it is to enhance a pet's combat abilities in this world, Su decides to film a video to attract more customers to his shop. As he contemplates this idea, a member of the Black Wolf War team, Fan Yujing, approaches him with a proposal. "Are you interested in exploration?" Fan asks. He goes on to explain that the Blue Star, this world, was once a planet plagued by water scarcity in ancient times. One day, stellar rifts suddenly tore through the fabric of spacetime, linking Blue Star to mysterious and uncharted realms. The resources discovered in these new territories fueled unprecedented human advancement, allowing nations to grow stronger and more prosperous. However, the competition for control over the most valuable rifts sparked intense greed, leading to decades of civil war. The conflict was so brutal that it decimated half of the human population and left 70% of Blue Star's land barren and desolate. In the aftermath of this devastation, the surviving humans agreed to a treaty that declared no one could claim ownership of the rifts. Instead, they relocated to stable regions far from the rifts and devoted their remaining resources to nurturing pet warriors. These warriors would be the ones to explore the dangerous rifts on their behalf. Fan Yujing tells Su Ping that the night before, a new rift appeared near Longjiang City, and his Black Wolf Warriors team ventured in to investigate. However, they were ambushed, and in the chaos, their blood-flame-tailed fox pet went missing. Upon hearing this, Su Ping receives a side quest to recover the lost pet, with the reward being a magic body-forging scripture. Intrigued by the offer, Su agrees to help. Fan takes Su to meet the rest of his team. When they learn that Su is only 18, self-taught, and has no real interest in exploration beyond finding the missing pet, the group's vice-captain, Li Ying, is visibly upset. However, Fan calms him down and asks Su to show them his pet so they can assess his capabilities. Su summons his baby skeleton, which initially causes the others to scoff, thinking it's a joke. But Su quickly proves them wrong by demonstrating the skeleton's strength, shattering the ground beneath them. Impressed, the team allows Su to register as a temporary explorer and takes him to the Federal Pioneer Warehouse. At the warehouse, Su is given the opportunity to select some treasures for self-defense. To everyone's surprise, instead of choosing powerful weapons or protective gear, Su opts for the basic training method, a level 1 treasure meant for self-cultivation. The decision leaves the others in shock, but Su remains unfazed. As they prepare to enter the rift, Fan informs Su that this particular rift is classified as B rank in terms of danger and is teeming with demonic beasts. When they arrive at the rift, they are met by Lin Mukong, a silver-ranked explorer who nearly kills them by startling their mount. Lin exchanges words with Fan, and despite Fan's warning not to provoke Lin, Su demands an explanation for his reckless behavior. Lin, unimpressed by Su's audacity, dismisses him and warns Su to follow his orders without question once inside the rift. Vice Captain Li Ying notices the intense look in Su's eyes and is taken aback, noting that Su's glare at Lin is as if he's looking at a dead man. He begins to question whether this is really Su's first time in the wilderness, sensing that there's more to him than meets the eye. Fan reassures Su not to take Lin's harsh words personally, but Su simply responds that he doesn't. In fact, he agrees that the wilderness isn't a place for the unprepared. Once inside the rift, the team encounters what appears to be a tiger tapir beast. Su immediately senses something is wrong and warns the others to be cautious, suspecting that the creature isn't what it seems. Ignoring Su's advice, Lin recklessly charges at the beast, only to realize too late that Su was right. The beast turns out to be far more dangerous than anticipated, and Lin's pet is killed in the ensuing battle. What a colossal mistake. The tiger tapir reveals its true nature as a level 7 spirit beast, a cunning creature that lures prey by feigning weakness. But the real danger isn't just the spirit beast, it's the level 9 blood soul beast that accompanies it. The group is forced into a hasty retreat, scrambling to evade the formidable monster. As they fall back, they reach a crossroads with 2 possible paths, one leading east, where unknown beasts lurk, and another leading west, which appears clear for the time being. Lin, still shaken, insists they head west. But Su, confident in his own instincts, urges the group to go east. He knows something they don't. Despite the group's skepticism, Gangli, the team leader, decides to trust Su's judgment and leads the group eastward. Soon, Su's wisdom becomes apparent. As they move east, the monsters in the area scatter, retreating at the sight of the blood demon beast. The blood demon, rather than pursuing them, loses interest and halts its chase, preferring to let the spirit beast bring it food instead of hunting on its own. With the immediate danger behind them, the group heads toward the location where the missing pet was last seen. At the end of a narrow valley, they spot a creature lurking in the shadows. Su borrows Lin's night vision goggles to get a better look and identifies it as a level 5 death specter. Without hesitation, he commands his baby skeleton to attack. In an instant, the death specter is slain, thanks to the skeleton's precise use of intermediate saber techniques. The group's jaws drop in disbelief, especially Lin, who grows increasingly resentful as Su continues to steal the spotlight. When they finally reach the area where the lost pet is believed to be, they begin searching the surroundings. Amidst the rubble, they discover a severed arm, clearly belonging to a black wolf captain. Su asks to inspect it, and though Lin reluctantly agrees, he doesn't miss the opportunity to give Su a hard time. As Su examines the arm, he deduces that its owner had been dead for several days, yet the wound still radiates with a potent dark energy. Su suspects the presence of another high-tier demonic beast nearby but keeps this suspicion to himself. Lin, impatient and annoyed, continues to mock Su for finding nothing of value. Finally fed up with Lin's constant antagonism, Su decides he's had enough and delivers a solid punch, knocking the wind out of him. Furious, Lin draws his sword, intent on killing Su. But before he can strike, Su's baby skeleton steps in, its saber drawn and aimed at Lin. Li Ying, the group's vice leader, demands that Su lower his pet's weapon, but Su, now brimming with bloodlust, refuses. His killing intent is so palpable that it sends a wave of fear through the entire group. They realize, with growing unease, that Su is fully prepared to kill every one of them if necessary. Seeing the situation spiraling out of control, Gangli steps in, offering a hasty apology to Lin on Su's behalf. Su then seizes the moment and requests permission to take command of the operation. Seeing no other option, the leader agrees, effectively making Su the one in charge. Just as the group begins to adjust to this new dynamic, they receive a distress signal. They rush to the source and manage to rescue 2 explorers, who frantically warn them of a nearby skeleton devil. Before they can react, the very same monster that ambushed the Black Wolf team earlier reappears, ready to strike again. And with that, we must conclude for today. If you enjoyed this part and want to see what happens next, please like and subscribe. Thank you.